Jeff from Milton wrote to ask me to find waste in the budget to cut instead of across-the-board cuts. Jeff also stated he believes we need to cut spending and not raise revenue. Jeff, thanks for reaching out to me. As a member of the Senate Budget Committee, I've been frustrated the last 2 years that we haven't taken up and passed a budget, and it's my real hope that this year, in fact this week, we will. I agree with you that where we can find waste, fraud, abuse in the federal budget, and where that's a way that we can cut spending, we should begin there. But frankly, the amount that we need to cut federal spending in order to reduce our deficits goes beyond what we can reasonably find in waste, fraud, and abuse. There are duplicative programs that we can eliminate. There are areas where through Inspector General's investigations or through more aggressive review, we can find waste and fraud, but it's overall a relatively small percentage of the total federal budget. I don't think there is a way through our current budget crisis without making spending cuts. You raised the second point that across-the-board cuts are less responsible. What's recently been talked about a lot in the press is the so-called sequester, which was a mandatory across-the-board cut of about $85 billion. That was put into place back in August of 2011 in the debt ceiling deal. It was meant to be so stupid, so harmful, that we wouldn't allow it to happen. But the reality is, as we've gotten to this point in the year, we all agree that it's more important for us to enact some spending cuts and to make some reductions in federal spending than to simply turn off the sequester. So we have just this week adopted a revision that allows each department of the federal government, most departments of the federal government, forgive me, the flexibility to find waste or abuse or to eliminate or cut less important programs. So we've made some modifications to an across-the-board approach to spending cuts, but we are still moving forward with reducing overall federal spending, something I think there is broad agreement we have to do in order to steadily reduce our deficits. Thanks.